Okay, welcome back. Okay, so I have restarted my runtime. So now I'm simply going to run this twice. Let me open it by the side and see what is currently in it. Okay, so we have it 3 times here already. It has appended thrice. So let's try to import this module. Okay, so we can see that that code executed 3 times, and we have the pattern repeated 3 times. Okay, so now you can also read it. So instead of reading it here, let's read it here now. Let's read it, open it in read mode, and print out the content. So, and there it is. So I'm writing TSV and .tsv files. CSV is comma separated values. TSV is tab separated values. So I'm giving examples of comma separated here. Okay, so I'm going to do the same for tab separated. I forgot to add it, but I'll do that immediately. So now I'm opening this file in write mode. Then I write all this into it. Then we're going to see what it looks like. Yeah, it has been written. So let's come here. Yeah, we have our CSV underscore file.csv. If I double click it, it's going to open on the right side of my screen, and we can see it's properly formatted as a CSV file, or more like an Excel kind of file. So you can see how it looks like an Excel table. So that's because the computer is able to pass CSV files. If you have a CSV file on your system, once you try to open it, the computer will try to open it with Excel application, and it's going to properly format it as such. So all these files here, if I download them, they will download appropriately. So let me try to download this CSV file. It will indicate that I can open it with Excel once it completes the download. So it could be TSV as well. So you can see it has Excel symbol on it, showing that it can be opened with Excel. So that's what I wanted to illustrate. So next, I want to show how same thing can be done with TSV. Even though TSV cannot be implicitly passed by Excel application, or even this right side of my screen that displays it for that matter. So if I wanted this to be tab separated, so I can change this to, this character here signifies tab, just the way / n displays new line, this displays tab. So I'll do the same thing here. So I'll open it as TSV, tab separated value. Now run it. And still running. I guess it's my network. Just a moment, please. Let me stop it and run it again. asking to rerun, to restart my runtime. Yeah, it has executed. So we can see here TSV. I'm trying to open it, but it's not going to open. It's most likely going to download it. Yeah, so you can see it has downloaded it. So this file, computer does not implicitly identify with tab separated values. But let's print it out and see what it looks like. My runtime is misbehaving. I'll have to restart it. Okay, so I've restarted my runtime. Okay, so now I want to print the py underscore writer dot read. Oh, sorry. I opened it in write mode. So let me open it in read mode. I'm not sure anything got written into it. Let me execute. Okay, I restarted my runtime. Okay, yeah, so there it is, properly formatted like a table. Okay, importance of close method. So here I emphasize on the importance of close method. You can read, I've explained it, I've overflogged it. Now, using print function to write to an open file. So you've been seeing me, we've been writing to file using write, right? We can actually write to a file that is open without using the write method, the .write method. So here we will be using print instead. I've showcased this in some of the previous classes, and even the project, the capstone project that you'll be submitting on Thursday, 2 days from now, I guess. It also has something like that implemented in it. I have to check the calendar. Today is Tuesday, yeah. So Thursday, you have 2 days to submit the capstone, the first capstone project. If you have not completed it, try to complete it. So here, we open it, then we write this into it as comma separated. Let me change it to comma rather, not tab. Comma separated value. So now, remember I told you that this file parameter in print allows you to specify where you want to write to. The standard, let me display the standard value that the file is set to, or the default value rather. I think I've mentioned that you can use help to know what a function or a method does. A function or a method or an attribute. In order to understand what it does, you can call help function on it and pass the function name. So here it prints out the details of print function. So this is print, and it tells me that it takes value, it takes the separator, which is by default space, it takes the end argument, which is by default new line, then it takes the file argument, which is also by default system standard output. Standard output is the output on your screen on the IDE, the development environment. These outputs where you've been seeing the output printed to. So that's the default, but we can always change it to an open file. So in this case, we have opened this file as py_writer, and we're passing the file argument as py writer. So let's execute it and see whether we get CSV. Okay, we have CSV file here already. Let me change the name so it doesn't look like something. Another CSV, or let me say print CSV file. Yeah. So there it is. And I'm executing this line. So now let's refresh this and see it. So there it is, print CSV file has been printed without my using write method. So I didn't use the write method here, and it has printed it. You can see it here. Lami just 267, Lami just 67, Emeka just 382. So properly printed. So let me add this slides, this little information. Use help function to get information about a function, method, or attribute. Okay. Now, so there is a bonus section here. We're quite late today. We spent 25 minutes more than the usual time, but this is the last bit. Now, I want to show you how you can rename a file so you can start playing with it on your system. Supposing you have a set of files you want to rename. So you could open the file and use this OS module. You first have to import the module. Import OS, then you do this os.rename. You pass in the absolute path of that file. But because we're in our working directory, I can simply pass text.txt in order to rename this text.txt file. So instead of coming here to rename it and right-click and saying rename, I can simply do that here. So I'm saying rename it to text.txt.doc. Take note however, that this .doc, Microsoft Office will not open this file, just as we have seen earlier in the class. So if I refresh this, I will no longer see these dots. Yeah, we no longer have text.txt, but we now have final draft.doc. Yeah, final draft.doc. So we have come to the end of today's session. Thank you for tuning in. I apologize for taking so much of your time beyond the schedule. It won't be nice to accommodate question having wasted so much time already. So I'll suggest if you have questions, you can post it to the classroom stream and it will be answered. Thank you for tuning in. Have a blessed evening.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. We appreciate.